Good day, good people, and welcome back to my channel. Now, today's video, I'm not going to hold you guys for that long, but there are some things that I want to get into. But before we get into all that, if you're not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscription button. Hit that notification button and bell so that way you can be notified every time I'm dropping a video. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and as always, drop a comment in that comment section. Now, let's get to today's video.
So hard to talk right now. Situation's so hard. I'm just trying to relax. I tried to fix it after 3 days with my husband. And he's just like, no, you can't, Like, I'm done with you. Today he keeps reiterating, like, through text message, like, we can be brother and sister in Christ. Sorry, this couldn't work out. So I came to live with my family, but they're hopping from place to place because they don't have a place. 7 days here, 7 days there. It's the hardest situation. I'm about to go through a divorce. My husband not being there for me, and he knows the situation my family's in. Which is one argument that we had before I left the house, because he said if your family loses their house, then they can stay here. But once it happened, I asked him and he said no. And now I'm in this situation with them because he doesn't want me back. I don't know. I just got a new job. And he said he's done helping me. He's done paying my bills on March 15th. So it's like helping my family, trying to pay my bills, not having a house, moving every freaking 7 to 14 days from place to place with the company my mom works for. Because it's like they have vacation houses, but it's just the most humiliating, degrading, low position ever. And just to know that like I'm married and like my husband just doesn't care and isn't helping, doesn't want me. Like I left the house because you threatened to call the cops on me when I wasn't even yelling at you. I don't know what's going on in my life. I'm over it. I'm just like, what is happening? I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of struggle and pain.
So like I said, in today's video, I'm not going to hold you guys for that long, but there are definitely some things that I would like to get into when we are discussing, and I'm not really going to get into names with the situation. This young woman was found on TikTok, and she is describing a situation to where, well, you guys clearly just heard what she just said. But this is what I want to say about what she just said. Number one, you knew that you was getting a divorce from your husband. That's clear. Number two, you tried to fix it after 3 days. You let 3 days, 72 hours go by before you tried to fix it. Now, I'm not sure exactly what happened with their relationship with her and her husband and why they were getting a divorce, I'll say that much. I'm not sure if she cheated or if she, was too much, or I don't know. Maybe she wasn't cleaning up. I don't know what the case may be. But the fact that she was getting a divorce That, number one, says a lot. The fact of number two, her suggesting that the fiance or her husband, ex-husband, has said that, you know, even with them getting a divorce, he would still allow her family to live in the house. And then her getting upset at him ultimately making the decision of them not being able to come stay in the house. And she's upset because the company that her mother works for is a traveling company where they have a whole bunch of homes and stuff, but her and her family are only able to live at these, you know, spaces at most at a time. They're there for a few days and then they have to move to another house. This is what I want to say. I don't know what occurred to where her and the husband have to get a divorce. And 9 times out of 10, when the man is asking for a divorce, it's because he's asked the woman to do something. Stop going out so much. If we look at the Housewives of Miami, when, you know, one of the ladies on there, I forget what her name is, but one of the ladies on there, before her husband decided to talk to another woman, before her husband decided to do anything, he asked her because she started staying at home more and stopped going out so much to all these parties. He didn't even mind her being on the show. He just wanted her to stop going out so much. And you know what this lady did? This woman kept going out into parties, into the streets, and all this other kind of stuff. So what did he do? He went and got him another lady. Then he filed for divorce. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that this is what she gets or anything like that. But if you are married to somebody and they are asking you to do something, or you know that person, because you know how the person is before you even get married to them. And I'm not going to lie, sometimes there are situations where people get married to someone and they go, oh my God, they have changed. They have turned into a whole nother person. But regardless of the fact, if you guys are getting a divorce, why haven't you, number one, in your marriage tried to stack up some money and try to save some money for a rainy day? That's number one. Number two, did you really expect him to take care of you and your family? That's one main thing that I'm really getting irritated with. And I hope that the men can do a much better job. And it's not all men, but there are so many men out there who are dang good men, but they find themselves taking care of the wrong woman. They find themselves with cheaters. They find themselves with women who just want them for their money, or they find themselves with lazy individuals. If your partner is not promoting you and not trying to help you get to the absolute best self that you can get to and get to the next level, then you shouldn't be with that person, because it's not going to work out. I'm just going to leave it to you like that. Like, it's absolutely not going to work out. And what I'm getting from this information, and why she's sitting up here and she's crying and she's telling us her story, is like, I can't even feel bad for you, woman. Honestly, you had a husband, you had a house, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Now, like I said, I'm not sure exactly what happened to make it to where the husband wanted to get a divorce from her, but he wants to get a divorce. But you expect for this man, and especially right now, as you guys are getting a divorce, to take in your entire family? No disrespect, but your mother chose the job that she has. And if she hasn't changed fields by now, then obviously it's working out for her. So the moving back and forth is not actually so bad for the family. And I'm not, I'm not shading the family and all like that, because if she's been doing this job for a while where they've been traveling and she stays here for a few days, she's obviously used to this type of living situation, and whoever else she has in her household that she takes with her to these homes, they're used to this situation. So I think that it's really with the daughter, the woman who's getting a divorce, who's really upset by the situation. I don't think that it has anything to do with the family. I think that she wanted her family to have a stable place. But I think that they're used to doing it. I think that she wanted to have a stable place, and she really wanted to sit there and to be in the home and to not have to worry about her living situation. But it's like, you should have thought about that during your time of you being in the situation. Yes, a lot of times when people get married, they're like, oh, I'm in it for the long haul. We're never going to divorce and all that kind of stuff. But people tend to change. Situations tend to change. Feelings tend to change. You don't never know what can really happen. So before you go into, or while you're going into, okay, I'm about to be married, still think about that rainy day. and what could possibly transpire. Y'all drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about all this, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video respectfully.